joined it, they were creating some problem there. So we have disconnected with that one. And thank you very much to all of our invitees that they have quickly joined the other link and they will be with us for this meeting. Sir, over to you. Kindly start with it, sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Anjana. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the women participants who are participating on the International Women's Day. Really, on 8th March every year, we celebrate the International Women's Day and we honor the women and we felicitate the women on this day. जहाँ तक सवाल है, आज we have invited 4 participants, those who did a wonderful work in their field. Shipti Shraddha, Rashi Mudgal, Mamta Jaggi, and Divya Bharti. These are the 4 participants. Shipti Shraddha did the DTS OL. ऑनलाइन से DTS से किया है and Me and Mountain Global Adventure Private Limited. She is working in this organization. Rashi Mudgal did an MAPC in clinical psychology and the brain waves. Her business entrepreneurs, she has started.
सर आपका माइक ऑन कर लीजिए प्लीज.
Mamta Jaggi, she did the PG DCFT and House Shoes करके. कमिश्री जी मैं बात अभी 5 मिनट में बात करूं आपसे. Okay. And then Divya Bharti did a MLISC from the Indira Gandhi National Open University and Read Aloud and Training. These are the programs they have developed, the business entrepreneur and startups they have started. इन सबको मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बधाई. और ये आई होप कि दे विल डिस्प्ले एंड दे विल गिव द प्रॉपर प्रेजेंटेशन अबाउट देयर बिजनेस स्टार्टअप and entrepreneurship, and they will let us know about what is the objectives, what are the vision, and what are the mission of these enterprises for the future. For the future of the new generation. ये हमारी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. और अंजना जी, मेरा एक दूसरा फोन कॉल भी आ रहा है, तो आप पहले आप कंटिन्यू करिएगा.
Thank you very much, sir. Let us start with the presentations now. Although we have our colleagues with us, they will be giving their observations later on. First, we will be starting with Dr. Shipti Shraddha Singh ji. She is a student of Diploma in Tourism Studies at IGNOU. And the name of her startup is Me and Mountain Global Adventures Private Limited. Shipti ji, you are there? Can you listen to us?
Yeah, I am here.
Could you please switch on your camera and your mic? And if you have made some presentation, please do present it. And we are looking forward to know about your startup. You're welcome to this.
Just a minute. Share organize. I hope my presentation is getting.
No, it's not yet there.
Okay.
If you find it difficult, it's shared now. It's shared.
Okay. So very good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Shipti Shraddha Singh, and I have founded this Me and Limited along with the founder Mr. Krishnendu Das, and I am also undertaking the tourism study course by IGNOU and currently studying. So a little bit about Me and Mountain Global Adventures Private Limited. It's based in New Delhi, India. And it was established in 2021 by Mr. Krishnendu Das, who is founder, director, and a professional mountaineer. And me, of course, Shipti Shraddha Singh, I am the co-founder, director, and professionally a doctor. we basically organize adventure travel and tours across the world, including but not restricted to trekking and mountaineering, wildlife safari, scuba diving, skiing, adventure road trips, backpacking and camping tours, river rafting, rock climbing. So anything which involves adventure, we organize that, and not only in India but across the world. So, seven summits expeditions are the main domain of Me and Mountain. So, seven summits are the collection of highest peaks of all the seven continents of the world. And Me and Mountain was established with a vision to provide well organized and safe adventure travel to the adventure seekers. Uh, where do I get the motivation from? It's basically a long story, and there was a love for traveling inside me ever since the school days. But that time, the travel was restricted to family trips. During my MBBS studies, I was in Bangalore, and I started extensively traveling, explored gems of southern part of India. And then when I was doing post graduation in Kolkata, I started trekking. So I basically fell in love with trekking and the mountains, and did several treks in India and Nepal. And after some time, Mr. Krishnendu and I realized that India still doesn't have a well organized system for trekking, and there is a huge communication gap between the locals on the mountains and the trekkers, especially in the segments of logistics, food preferences, safety, health hazards, and concept of preparing the trekkers well before their exposure to the mountains. Already organizing the treks and expeditions since 2016, we got ourselves registered as a company in 2021 to help people
Okay,
in a larger
I
scale.
don't know if we are moving with the slides because we are at the first slide, what we can see from here.
Okay, just a minute. Yeah, actually, I was moving, but maybe there is some. Uh, is it in the second slide now, or is it moving?
No, it's not. It's the first slide.
Uh, Now?
No. Maybe you can scroll from the right side where we have this scroll bar and then go to the second one. Or
Yeah,
maybe in the left bar where we can see the icons of the slides.
yeah. Just a minute. I'll end the slideshow and
Now we can
can
see the
we?
second one. Yes, now we can see. When
Okay,
you
so
have clicked,
I'll just. ऐसे करें? ये आ रहा है ना? The
no,
whole. I think.
now you have clicked on the second slide and we can see it.
Okay. So only this like little bit of second slide can be seen, right? Or the
No,
full.
complete, complete.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Sorry for the glitch. So this was about how we started, like Mr. Krishnendu Das and me started it in 2021. Uh, this is about what we do, what all we organize that I mentioned: trekking, mountaineering, wildlife safari, scuba diving, skiing, then adventure road trips, backpacking and camping tours, river rafting, rock climbing. And this is about the main domain of Main Mountain. There is a little map which actually to give an idea like what is seven summits, which is our main domain, and the vision of our organization, which is to be well organized and provide a safe adventure travel. Uh, this is about the motivation from where all we got the motivation to start this company. Actually, we were already organizing the adventure trips, but we got our self registered in 2021. So about a little bit, it's just 3 years since we have got registered ourselves. But in these 3 years, we can proudly say that we have organized several high altitude treks and expeditions in Himalayas, as well as in mountains in the international locations. We have already led two of the seven summits expeditions. one in Mount Elbrus, that is the highest peak of Europe, that is in Russia, and the second one is Mount Kilimanjaro, which is the highest peak of Africa, that is in Tanzania. So these are the two peaks we have already led, and we are planning for the rest of the 7 summits also. And we are proud to share that we were the only ones to organize a successful trek in Kashmir as soon as the lockdown was revoked after the first wave of COVID. So it was very difficult, and abiding by all the COVID guidelines and protocol, organizing something which relates to adventure in the nature was quite difficult, but we were able to successfully manage that. So that is one of the things that we have done during the COVID. So right now, we both, the directors, Mr. Krishnendu and me, are undertaking diploma in tourism studies from IGNOU for the better operation and knowledge in the field of tourism and adventure travel. Thank you. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you so much, Shiptiji. It was very interesting to know about your very interesting field of business enterprise. And you are telling that you started it in 2021, officially recognized it in 2020.
Yeah, right.
Got done. So we would like to know about some challenges that you faced while you were planning for this particular business. Any specific challenges you faced, or maybe some rules regulations that you might have it would have been compulsory for you to follow, something of that kind?
Actually, the field of adventure itself in India is not doesn't have any regulatory or like kind of organization which regulates. It's scattered, and every part has its own authority which regulates the adventure tourism. So yeah, that comes into, like, India is a diverse country. There are different cultures and different places with different way of working. So that is actually challenging, that every mountain peak, being they the same Himalaya, but being in different districts also is a very difficult, because we have to coordinate with them, and everything is totally different from in different parts of India.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shiptiji. And thank you so much for accepting our invitation and sharing about your.
My pleasure.
Please be with us for our next presentations, because we
Yes.
have 3 more participants with us. Thank you very much. Now, may I invite our second participant, Rashi Mudgalji. She has an establishment in the name of the Brain Waves, and she's a student of maybe student or alumni of MA in psychology, clinical psychology. You are welcome to this program, Rashiji, and we would like to listen to you about your startup. Shakti, could you please stop the presentation from your side so that Rashiji may make the presentation now? You have some presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Shakti, could you please stop the presentation from your side? Dr. Shakti, your screen is being shared.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Hello, everyone, for inviting me here and giving me this amazing opportunity to share my views with you all. And I think it's a great opportunity for me to present my views and my thoughts in front of you. So I'm going to share my slide. It's starting now. Is it visible?
Yes, that's visible.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So I'm going to start my presentation. So myself, Rashi Mudgal, I am from Radhabad, and my brand name is the Brainwaves. I have done clinical psychology from IGNOU, and I'm into this from last 2 to 3 years, 2 years, more than 2 years. So I would like to share all my experiences with you all. So I want to tell you what we do. So we provide therapy and support to individuals facing personal, social, or emotional problems. We work in educational settings to support students in academic and social emotional development. We also provide parenting workshops in schools and private settings. We also provide free workshops in schools and colleges to create awareness about mental health. And my objective is to empower individuals by helping them identify their strength, boost self esteem, and gain insight into their behavior patterns. We also aim to assist clients in setting meaningful goals as they progress through our sessions. Drawing from my experience in clinical psychology, I strive to help individuals cope with challenges and improve their overall well being. Additionally, we aim to create a trusting and understanding atmosphere that fosters growth, enabling clients to reach their full potential. Moreover, we recognize the importance of creating a warm, trusting, and empathetic environment where clients feel safe to explore their thoughts, feelings, and experiences openly. Now, coming to my vision and mission. So, under the brand name of my company, The Brain Waves, as a psychologist, my goal is to help and treat people who have mental illness, emotional difficulties, or personality issues. One of my main goals is to understand children's behavior and help to change them more positively. I want to psychoeducate the parents about cognitive, emotional, social, and moral development so that they get good parenting. I believe that today's child is tomorrow's future. As we all know, women are the real architects of society, and their upliftment is necessary in today's world. So, my other goal is to help women and housewives who are struggling with mental health issues. Now, coming to my motivation. Upon discovering the staggering statistics that 1 in every 5 individuals require psychological support, particularly in today's post-COVID era, marked by decline in mental well-being and a surge in depression, I felt compelled to take action. Thus, I embarked on the journey of founding the Brainwaves with the sincere intention of extending a helping hand in those in need of support and guidance. Now, I am sharing some success stories. So, first one pick is from UP government Nav Durga Nav Shakti Samman. And many of the ladies were honored by UP government. So here it was held in Muradabad, and it was my first success story. And second one, where my company was awarded by India Leadership Awards in Best Brain Ability Workshops, because we are also in some kind of social works for the society. And third pick is from my workplace. I'm also a member of Council of India, and still I'm learning and moving forward to make me better. Now, this pick is in this pick, I am with Dr. Dwarka Prasad. He's a very known personality in the field of psychology. It was an educational tour, and here I successfully completed many workshops like child behavior and some workshops on CBT, psychometric test, and many other workshops. I'm still learning. So there are some memories I have created very beautifully with the legends of psychology, and I think um, it is my you can say it is my good opportunity to share my views with you all. At last but not the least, my mantra is Rukna Mana Hai. So I am on this way, and I'm still going and still moving forward. So, ma'am, this is from my side.
Thank you so much, Rashidi. It was very interesting knowing about your startup, particularly in the present times when there is so much of stress and there are so many issues that
Yeah.
mental issues that people are
Yes,
facing
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
in this time of so much of stress.
Yes.
So, at the very right time, you have started with this your business or startup, or I would like say your establishment that you are handling. And it's good to know that you have got many awards also from UP
Thank
government as well as from other reputed institutions. You have got it, and we are lucky to have you with us.
Thank you.
I suppose you have already completed the program of
Yeah. Yeah.
psychology.
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Right. You are pursuing some other program also?
Yeah, I have done recently. I have completed a online course from Harvard University,
Right.
and I still learning and still identifying myself that how can I become better in life,
Right.
so that I can help many other people in the society, because it is a very important to understand people to how your mind is, how your brain works.
Right. So you are doing a wonderful job in your field, and also you are a lifelong learner. You are moving ahead with all your
Yeah,
aspirations, and you have given the mantra "Rukna nahi hai." It was
yeah,
very
yeah.
knowing about
And
it.
thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us this platform. It's a very nice platform, and
We
here we
shall
are
be in
learning
touch
from
with
you also.
you. We shall be in touch with you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Whenever
much.
we plan to visit Moradabad, we would like to
Yes,
come.
sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
We would like to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rashi.
Thank
Thank
you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Next in the sequence, we have with us Mamta Jagiri. She is a student of postgraduate diploma in counseling and family therapy, and she has her firm in the name of Her Views. Mamta ji, you are there.
Yes, ma'am.
We would like to listen to you and see your presentation also.
Yeah, yeah. Just a moment. Hello, everyone, and also a very happy Women's Day to all the women attendees. I'm Mamta Jaggi, a student of IGNOU and an entrepreneur, and here's a short presentation about my business. My
Mamta
business
ji,
is
we would
all,
like to see
yeah,
your video also. We would like to see.
okay, right. My business is all about handcrafted natural products. Just a moment, please. So I'm there, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So now moving on to the next part of my presentation. Uh, my husband, a dermatologist, he helped me to choose the right natural ingredients and their combination. Mother son, we are a team of mother and son. The world's most unbeatable team started Nayab Soaps, and now it is Herb Hughes in 2018. Our soaps are a blend of herbs and organic ingredients. And of course, this was my husband's inputs have been very valuable in shaping my business and taking it forward. At Herviews, we are committed to not only providing exceptional products, but also to make a positive impact on our community and the planet. Through sustainable, eco-friendly practices and giving back initiatives, we strive to leave a lasting legacy of care and compassion. We are leaving no stone unturned to make our business eco friendly and sustainable, be it the packaging or the ingredients. We strongly believe in vocal for local by using locally available products and engaging underprivileged women. We take pride in using only the finest and natural ingredients without any chemicals in our soaps, face masks, and hair masks to make faces prettier and hair healthier naturally. At Herviews, our mission is simply to provide our customers with high quality handcrafted soaps and masks made from natural and herbal ingredients. We believe in promoting self care through products that are gentle on skin and kind to the environment. Our USP is customization according to individual skin type, sensitivities, and occasions. We wrap your love, feelings, and care into cost efficient gift hampers. Our vision is to become the go-to destination for individuals seeking premium handmade products, but not only nourish the skin, but also uplift the spirit. We aim to inspire a community of mindful consumers who prioritize quality, transparency, and sustainability in their skincare choices. Through innovation and dedication to our craft, we strive to make meaningful impact on the world, one soap at a time. Herbius came into existence at the age when most people think of retirement. Even the thought of starting a new business at 58 was a challenge in itself. Then my son, who also happens to be an alumni of IGNOU, gave wings to my dreams to be self-reliant and confident. With all good wishes and blessings, we kicked off really well, and our business picked up through word of mouth. Customers were happy with the results on their skin and satisfied with the affordable prices of the soap bars. When everything was going well, COVID struck. The sales went down and to zero, but we did not lose hope. And we did not stop the production. We turned out more hand washing soaps for the COVID warriors and slum dwellers. And these were all distributed by a foundation called Pushpanjali Foundation. So here are some pictures. The slum dwellers, children of the slum children. And this is it. Thank you all for attending this presentation. And of course, a big, huge thanks to IGNOU for giving me this opportunity and for moreover accepting me as a student, because I'm 64 years old and I'm back to gaining knowledge, and I'm looking forward to it after I complete my course, of course, for which I have to take my exams in June.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You are really a motivation for
My pleasure.
for all our students, all our participants, and the ones who think that this is no age to start
Yeah.
anything. That was the age when you started your business, your new business, and glad to know that your son supported you in this, and
Yeah.
you're also fulfilling your corporate social responsibility also. So, where do we find your products? If we want to purchase these products, where do we-
Very shortly we'll be on Amazon, and
Right.
we were on Amazon, but during that COVID part, because my husband was performing his COVID duties, and he was stationed at a place where it was considered to be a 3-tier location. So we were in the tribal belt, and the Amazon part was like, it was totally, we we did not have access to that. So now again we'll be coming back on Amazon very shortly. So I've completed all the formalities, and otherwise you can contact me, my phone number, because I was not sure if I could place my the links on your here on this presentation,
Can you please share it with us
because
with through email ID? You have
okay,
a
sure,
email ID.
yeah,
It
I'll
was
do that.
listening to you. Honestly, nice listening to you, ma'am. Thank
Yeah,
you so
thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for being a
much.
part of this program.
Yeah, thank you.
We had one more participant, but somehow she hasn't joined. Although we had a number of entries who had given their consent to make the presentations about their startups, but we had shortlisted 4 of them, and somehow 3 of them are there. So we are done with these presentations of our learners and alumni and knowing their success stories. Now I request my senior colleague, Dr. M.A. Laskar, Additional Director, Regional Centre Noida. Lashkar sir, you are there. We would like you to say something about these presentations and on this occasion of Women's Day. Lashkar sir, over to you, please.
Okay. थैंक यू मैडम। सभी प्रेजेंटर को बहुत बहुत बधाई और हैप्पी इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे टू ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स। एंड आप लोगों ने जो प्रेजेंट किया, जो अभी 3 प्रेजेंटेशन हुआ है, मैंने भी देख रहा था उसमें, तो ये बहुत अच्छा है। आप लोग कुछ करना चाह रहे हैं जो सबके लिए कुछ फायदा होता है उसमें, एंड इट इज़ ए गुड मूव। और इसको आपको एक ऊपर लेवल तक लेके जाना जरूरी है। बहुत सारी बाधाएं आती है, जो भी होते हैं आप, लेकिन जब शुरू कर लिया है यू हैव टू प्रोग्रेस फर्दर। और एक आजकल जो इंटरनेशनल जो वुमेन्स का जो डे है, आज जो डे है, एट प्रेजेंट हम जो जिस सोसाइटी में हम यू आर लिविंग, इसमें आजकल रेस्ट्रिक्शन बहुत कम हो गया है। तो और इनफैक्ट यू आर द सोसाइटी इज गोइंग टू बी more inclusive, and the theme, as you know, it is inspirational inclusion. Inspirational inclusion means everybody has their own inspiration, these things, and it has to be included. It has to be included. Everyone has their own inspirations, and they are अपना जो करने का मन है, जो चीज़ करने में खुशी लगता है, सो उसी को करना जरूरी, मुझे लगता है वो करना जरूरी है। और ये इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे का और एक, आप जब पुराना हिस्ट्री देखेंगे, व्हाई यू आर कॉलिंग दिस इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे, व्हाई दिस आल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट। यू सी द एडवांस डेवलप्ड कंट्री लाइक USA, UK, they are European countries, many of them, and they are highly developed industrial country. USA was a democratic country for a quite long time, but women participation was not allowed even for voting also till 1920 in USA. Before that, it was an independent country, democratic country, but women are not allowed to participate. Then there are labor movements, the issue of industrial hazardness, then working conditions, and then so many issues they were there, discriminations, inequalities, and basically it was actually because of the industrialization issue and working conditions of the, particularly for women, it was a difficult time at that time, particularly during the beginning of the 20th century, and many women groups, they came forward. Initially, it was a movement started in USA, most by in a very big way, and gradually not gradually, very instantly it moved to all other parts of the world. And the day 28 February was actually initially celebrated as a Women's Day by the USA. I think 1908 they celebrated as National Women's Day. 1908, 28 February. Every Sunday, last Sunday, it was Sunday, I think, they celebrated this as a Women's Day, National Women's Day. But gradually, it was felt by women groups across the globe that in order to change the discriminatory approach or working condition and difficulties faced by the working women across the globe, they met in different places, in different countries, and this was a product of that only. But you see, this situation has changed very rapidly. You see, voting right was allowed first time in New Zealand in 1893. You see the times when it was allowed. There are also so many, but there are also election process was there, but women are not allowed voting. Then there are differentiations in salaries, compensations for women and men, and particularly the industrial establishments, they are not a friendly kind of things with the working conditions there. It was not a kind of accommodative things. It was a little bit difficult for women to accommodate in a work culture in an office. That was the most important part, work culture part. And the movement started basically with that labor movement, in fact. So nowadays, everything has changed. Things are improving very fast and rapidly. And in India also, you are also having many provisions which promotes that everyone participates, everyone joins, everyone's inspirational and motivational things are being included. They are given opportunities. And in fact, when India became independent, from the beginning itself, voting rights were initially for women also. There was no condition, there was no provision, there was no problem. And you see, UK, Britain, they control India for a long time. They allowed voting rights for women only in 1928, I think. So it was a very long, it's overdue for women there. So women struggle a lot, and they have a contribution. You see, women's or men's, whatever it may be, these are all part of collective social entity. Without one or other, the entity has no meaning. The collective social entity has no meaning. And you have to see that each and everyone has their own contribution for the society, the way they want, they like it. And everybody should be engaged in activities. The activity should be enjoyed. It should be enjoyed in happily. There should not be discrimination. You see, ability, disability of doing a jobs or works may vary, even between or within the groups. Maybe men, women, everybody has their capability different way. Some men or some women, or even see, capability may be different for men, for women also, and even some capability for women also may be higher than the men also. So you have to judge as per the capacity, as per the contribution that one can provide to the society and to the individual himself or herself. And you have to see that there is no discrimination. You have to see there is no inequality. And you have to see how many people are actually involved, included. You see, these are very small issues. It seems very small issues. Inequality, discrimination, and inclusion. These words look very small, but there are big issues involved there. There are very big issues. If you see the number of people and their participation in the society, and if there is a big gap, then society has a big problem, in fact. Proportionately, everybody has to contribute for the society, and no one should be left outside. And at present, हम सब लोग देख रहे हैं ये प्रोग्रेस हो रहा है सब जगह में. People are aware about the issues, rights of women. The International Women's Day initially was conceived as rights of women and world peace. These are the two terms when it was actually adopted by the UN in 1977. And UN actually initially started the Women's Day in 1975 itself. But officially then announced it, declared it in 1977. And before that, there are so many movements led by women, and many feminist movements initiated in Britain and UK. And within that feminist movement, there is a big issue related to disability. Disability, you see, some people, they are trying to present that feminist movement within the disability movement link. You see, this issue has already been we have subsided the issues now. These all problematic issues that women are considered also many times. Some are also inferiority, and they are considered the part. In fact, many times it was actually considered a disabled as a part of disability groups. Uh, now, now these things, in fact, are being also being reinforced by some feminist movement also, and collective entity, a feminist entity are also emerging they, across the globe, who are trying to impose that you have a power upon ourselves. You can contribute and you can decide what our future will be. On that, you have to take a stand on it, and nobody can say no nowadays. The society has changed a lot. Of course, there will be people, but collectively, it is difficult to say no. Society has changed. Norms, rules, regulations are changing rapidly, and women are seen as a big amplifier in terms of the progress and development for any country, any society. Women contributions, in fact, can change the very nature and dynamics of the society in a very positive way. And everybody has to recognize it, they have to acknowledge it, and everybody should participate and contribute. So with this, I again, uh, my best wishes to all of you who are actually doing good, particularly the women participants who are trying to do something good. Please keep it up. Please inspire the other people around you. There will be many other people who are around you. Inspire them and motivate them. And inspiration of everyone has to be counted, included, and that has to be there. Thanks to all of you, and thanks, Dr. Anjana, for giving me the opportunity to share my small thought. Thanks to all of you. About Dr.
Thank you so much, Lester sir. Thank you very much for sharing the historical aspect of this International Women's Day, how it started and how it was taken ahead and finally recognized, officially recognized. And also your very encouraging and motivating words to all the women, all the participants of this program. Thank you very much, sir. Uh, Ma'am, we have one more participant who had earlier conveyed her consent, but she joined a little later. And if you permit, we may see her presentation and listen.
Yes, yes. Let us have her presentation first, and then I give my concluding remark, and then we can call it a day.
Right, ma'am. So welcome, Divya ji. We were actually looking forward to your presence in this meeting and listen to you. Over to you. You can please go ahead with your presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, first of all, wishing you all a very happy International Women's Day, and it's really great that you have taken this this day, and it's a great opportunity for me to share about my experience. So, I'll just quickly share my screen and would request if you could confirm if my screen is visible or not.
Yes, it's visible.
Perfect. So I'm Divya, and as today we are talking about our startups. So, yes, I have also started with something. I have a page on Instagram called kidslibrary.in. It's where I post book reviews, and apart from that, I also train teachers to be read aloud experts. So, we all have heard of this term called storytelling. I believe storytelling is when you are telling a story about yourself and somewhere you're making up things. However, in literacy world, When you read aloud to the children, you are expected to tell them the story as it is, in fact, as per the author, like wherever there are punctuation marks or wherever there are appropriate pauses. It's for all what I train teachers from across the globe to be the reading aloud experts. We have just started, so we have a planned curriculum, and I myself I am working in a school library as an IB librarian. You must have heard of this board or maybe not, so I would like to clarify about it. This board is IB board. The full form is International Baccalaureate.
Sorry, but we can't see the next slide. You're on the first one only.
Yes, so I am maybe briefing a bit. I am not
Right, right,
moving.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yes.
When you move, please let us know so that we are sure that we are at the same pace. Right?
Definitely, definitely. So I was just sharing about the board I'm working with. It's International Baccalaureate. We all must have heard about CBSC board, but the board I am working in right now is International Baccalaureate. So there are around 250 schools of IB board in India, and I am working in one of that school. uh, I have settled the library there. I have curated the resources, and it's then when I got to know the difference, the impact of us telling stories to others, and how to make sure that when the story you are telling, they're getting it and or not. So here in the library, and how I am taking it for my startup is, it's all integrated, it's all working together for me. So as library teacher, I teach English to children, to teens, and even to adults. And something that I love most about my job and my startup is when I let know others about my perspective and I hear about their perspective. So, about one little thing, there can be different perspectives. So, the next slide, I am also into designing. So, for designing, there is this one tool which is very popular called Canva. So I use this tool quite frequently, and I would also like to tell that I am a tech savvy teacher, and I want everybody to know that there are n number of free tools available, out of which one is Canva. So all of us can get its subscription. It's free of cost for educators. So you just have to sign up, or you might have to upload your identity card or your joining letter, and that's how you get its subscription free of cost. Whenever there is any sort of startup, we have to have our logos, we have to create posts. If it's International Women's Day, it's International Read Aloud Day, if it's any author's birthday, if I have to design the post, this is the app Canva Pro, and it's the same app where I have created this PPT as well in hardly 5 minutes. So I would recommend all of you to definitely check out Canva Pro. You might know about it or maybe not. So this is going to be a really beneficial tool for all of you. And from here you can have design post, you just have to put logo. And again, for knowing the details of it, I am also helping adults worldwide in telling them how they can use Canva Pro effectively and how to get it subscription free. So I also use Canva Pro in designing resources and games. Majorly in CBSE schools, I would say librarians are there, but their role is not that major. But here, and I myself personally feel it depends on an individual as well. Especially when what I felt as a librarian is, I have been working as a librarian from last 8 years, but I feel it depends on an individual. How do you want to take your designation forward? And where I am today, I would definitely like to talk about IGNOU's contribution here. I did my diploma from Mirabai Institute of Technology. I did my bachelor's and master's from IGNOU. So there is this regional center of IGNOU Shahid Rajguru College, which is in Noida. It's, of course, I have not been to all the colleges, but I would definitely say that the faculty of that college, the sort of extended support, all of us, like the entire bachelor's and master's students of library science students got, is commendable. The teachers, the support, everything. And I can really see, especially in my master's, we prepared dissertation, we submitted synopsis. So here in IB, like grade 5 onwards, children are doing research work, they are preparing their synopsis. So it's very commendable for me when I get to go back and think that okay, this is what all I did. So I would just like to say, I have heard people saying that maybe the degrees they have done from IGNOU are not that impactful in my lives, but I would really like to share about my personal experience, like how the dissertation, the synopsis I submitted to IGNOU, the rewards I used to get, and then when I submitted my dissertation. So it was all together an amazing experience, and it is something I would say which has not stayed only till there. I am taking it forward, I am helping my children, I am showing my children my synopsis, I am showing them when I got reward on my synopsis how I felt, how do we get the reward, and then when I submitted my dissertation, when I talk about my journey. So in short, I would really, really like to congratulate and thank you to IGNOU and all the commendable people around, that it is really, really going well. A bit about me: I love reading, I love meeting people. My biggest achievement, as I have just shared, is I have settled the library with 8,000 books in 2 months. And when I say settle the library, means here in IB, the library's role is quite major. The librarian is involved in read aloud. The librarian is involved in helping children build upon their literacy skills. The librarian is involved in telling children about credit, about citation. Like, we imbibe in them that how important it is to give references if they are taking someone's work. Here, that's quite sad, but here in India, we keep copying others' work. But it's very, very important for us to realize and for others to make them understand that how important it is. It's so, it's like a crime when you take someone's work and you do not give them credit. So that's what here majorly I'm helping children with. And that's something quite personal. I like to live by this motto, which reminds me that I like to challenge myself, and that's how I grow. Of course, when we grow, we stretch ourselves, and when we stretch ourselves, of course, we are going to moan. But it's very important for us that we keep that, hairline distance, that when we are stretching ourselves but not stressing ourselves, because yes, stretching ourselves is important. And of course, when we will grow, we'll moan, and we will be stretching ourselves, but we have to, and we should definitely ensure that during stretching it's not becoming stressing. So that was all about me. I would definitely like to know more and more about you. And there's this another platform called LinkedIn. I also help individuals to grow their profiles. Here I have attached my profile. You can find me on LinkedIn with name Divya Bharti. I help, I am there. I can help you all, you know, in terms of building your LinkedIn profile. It's very important. It's a professional platform. It helps you grow. Even if you are seeking for a job or maybe seeking for employees, this is the same platform I have used for my page, which is kidslibrary.in. From LinkedIn, I would like to tell you all I have hired till now 80 employees. They have worked for me free of cost for 3 months, and later, from those employees, we have hired permanent employees for our company as well. So, what I meant is that LinkedIn is one platform. So basically, I posted that, I am looking for interns. On LinkedIn, you're going to find interns. They'll be working free for you. You'll be providing them perks, certificates. On LinkedIn, you can write recommendations for them, and that's how you can make people work for you. They can post every day about the page. I used to give them work. The focus was that my social media platform reach should increase, and when you have more employees, they are going to post on their social media platforms that they are working with you, so in that way you get better reach. So that's all about me.
Thank you so much, Divya ji. It's good to know how you're using the technology for your teaching purpose as well as for motivating others, for helping others to get the employment. Thank you very much. It was really nice listening to you. Without taking much of the time, may I now request my colleague, senior colleague, Dr. Siran Mukherjee, ma'am, Additional Director, Regional Centre, Noida, for summing up the program, ma'am, and for your concluding remarks.
Thank you so much, Anjana. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, our 4 guest speakers, 4 presenters here, 4 entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, Shipti Shraddha, Mrs. Rashi Mudgal, Mrs. Mamta Jaggi, and Miss Divya Bharti. It was indeed a real pleasure. It was absolute enlightening experience for all of us here at the Regional Centre Noida to experience your presentations, to see what you are doing, what you are striving in your life, how your careers are moving, and what you are endeavoring as a woman. Entrepreneur. And it was really a pleasure for me personally to see that we had 4 presenters and 4 presenters from 4 different walks of life. We had one who is a travel tourism expert. Then we had Rashi Mudgal, who was, I think, a child psychologist, if I'm not wrong. Then we had Mrs. Mamta Jaggi, who gave us a wonderful presentation of the organic herbal products that they are offering to the society, and also her contribution as a corporate social responsibility contributor. And then we have this young budding what should I say, startup IB school librarian and curator, Miss Divya Bharti, who is having this app, kidslibrary.in the LinkedIn platform. So welcome once again, and also thank you so much, all 4 of you. I would just like to say, without taking much of a time, I would just like to say 2 things. One, see, all of us as women, do you think one day, one International Women's Day is enough to showcase our contribution? Is it? No, it isn't. So what we should strive for is, we should strive towards excellence. We should strive to put in our efforts. We should strive to move ahead. We should be determined. We should be diligent. We should be determined, and we should work hard. And no matter what, I really love this. What Mrs. Rashi Mudgal said. No matter what, rukta nahi hai. So that is what we should look for. See, we should look for inclusiveness, because it is very often we see that there are, see, we are lucky, we are fortunate to be in such families where we were given all the opportunities to grow, to professionally develop. But there are, I think, millions and millions, I would say billions of women who are still, they are in a very impoverished condition. They are living a very a life of poverty. They are living a life of in the economically backward sections. So it is we women, it is our responsibility to help them grow. See, if we don't help them grow, how would we expect the men to give them support? So it is for us to give the support first to them, then only we can expect our colleagues, our men colleagues, to support them. This is one thing that I would like to say. So we should work towards inclusive societies. Number two, most of the colleges, most of the universities, I'm talking of higher education system in India as well as abroad, nowadays we have equal opportunities cell, we have equal opportunities policy. So that is a welcome stand which has been introduced by the Indian universities. Foreign universities had it long time back, but now Indian universities also, our university also has equal opportunities policy and equal opportunities cell. So we should, in our own enterprises, like you all are entrepreneurs, so you should also try to give equal opportunity to your to the people in the society, to the other women in the society. Third thing also we should see is that we are aware of the women's rights. There are a lot of legal rights which have been bestowed to the woman in India. I'm talking in the Indian context. So we already know the policies, we know the rights. Legally we have been given a lot of rights, but there are hundreds and thousands and millions of women who don't know about that. So we should try to make them aware. We should try to enlighten them about these policies so that they know what their rights are, so that they can grow, they can fight back wherever there is any kind of, I will not speak negative, but any kind of harassment. They should be at least able, if they know the rights, they would be able to fight back. That is another thing. One heartening news I would like to share here is, of course you might have all seen, it was only a couple of days back in the news, our Navy Admiral of the Indian Navy, he had announced that all the departments in the Navy will now be open for the women cadets. So that is an heartening thing. And of course, you must have been also seeing that Army, Air Force, other belt forces, paramilitary, the police, they have all now opened the gates for the women. Only thing what we need to do is we need to create awareness amongst the people, amongst the girls, amongst the women, amongst the ladies, about these opportunities that are being thrown open to the society, to the women, because the opportunities exist, but we don't know about it. So it is my request to all of you, all four of you, that wherever you get chance, maybe you could even organize small workshops. You could organize small, with the help of maybe some self-help groups. You could collaborate, you can coordinate with them, and try to have such kind of workshops wherein, like, Mamta Jaggi ma'am, she's already into this. She had, like we saw the clips in her presentation, she had distributed this a hand wash and sanitizers during COVID to the slum children. So I'm sure she's in touch with the self-help groups. She's in touch with the NGOs. So maybe conducting small workshops and inviting these women who are not aware of it, the illiterate women, the women who are from the lesser opportunities segment of the society. Maybe we could have such workshops and try to create awareness. See, enlightenment does not happen one day. This I always keep on saying, that why only one day of International Women's Day? Why it can't be every day? It should be every day. Women opportunity, women's lives, women's pleasure, this should be every day. Let us be happy, let us contribute to the society, but at the same time, men are with us. That kind of confidence should have, but we should not fall back on them. We should not lean on them. We should draw our own paths. But at the same time, we are there. We cannot live without each other. We complement each other, we substantiate each other, we supplement each other, but then we have to make our own place. And it's high time. See, it's already 75 years of independence. We have to make our own life. So thank you so much, Anjana. Thank you so much once again, Miss Shipti Shraddha. one thing I wanted to ask personally to Miss Shifti Shraddha, you said you are into, you have been organizing wildlife safaris also. So maybe, we would contact you. We would contact you for wildlife safaris. Okay. Because I personally,
Easy
I
pleasure.
love, yeah. So we will contact you. We have your email ID. And
Yeah, sure.
then we will contact Dr. Mamta, Mrs. Mamta Jaggi ma'am for her products. We would not mention much of it here because we cannot do any promotion or publicity in this platform. But yes, we'll be contacting her. We'll be contacting Divya Bharti in case we have any opportunity in the future for such kind of small seminars where we have maybe something on intellectual property rights, because you were talking of plagiarism, you were talking of citations, you were talking of referencing. So if in case we have such kind of um, small workshops wherein we have a workshop on library sciences, on referencing, etc., we'll try to contact you. And then we will, of course, we cannot forget rukta nahi hai, Rashi Mudgal ma'am, whenever we come
Yes,
to
ma'am. रुकना मना है.
Rukna mana hai. I wrote rukta nahi. I don't know.
It's okay.
So we'll contact Rashi Mudgal ma'am if in case we have any workshop on psychology. We will, and of course, I think you are from Muradabad. So if we come to Muradabad,
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
come.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you
You are
so much.
welcome.
Thank you so much. We are really grateful for to all of you for sharing your valuable time, and we look forward to further association and fruitful engagements with all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Lashkar. Thank you, Dr. Anjana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful words that you have said for all of us, for all the participants. And one thing that I can conclude from your complete this thing, what you have said is that we have come a long way, and there is still a long way to go, and we will definitely move towards that. So finally, we have come to the conclusion of this program, and IGNOU Regional Centre Noida in general, and myself in particular, we are highly thankful to all our women entrepreneurs. You spared your time. Within a very short time, you prepared the presentation. You agreed to come to this program, shared your views, shared about your startup, your enterprise, and you have kindly agreed to be a part of our programs in future also. We are so grateful to you. I'm also thankful to our senior regional director who couldn't spare much of the time for this program, but yes, he was there with us in the beginning of the program and he congratulated all of us. I'm also grateful to my senior colleague, Dr. M.A. Lashkar sir, for his kind words about this program, about the historical aspect of this program. My other colleagues from Regional Center Noida. We also have one more female colleague from IGNOU Regional Center Noida, Mrs. Indu Rawal. She is section officer at our office. Apart from her, Girish ji is there, Brijmohan ji is there, Manish is there, Satyendra is there. These are from our office, and we have recorded this program and we will be uploading this program at our YouTube channel. And you might be knowing our YouTube channel. If not, you can just go to our website rcnoida.ignou.ac.in. You'll get the link of YouTube from there, and you may find this presentation, this lecture there also. Once again, congratulations to all of us, and a very happy International Women's Day to all of us. Thank you so much. Thanks to
Anjana,
Thank you,
Anjana,
ma'am.
we had our assistant registrar Radhishamji also.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, I said we had our assistant registrar Radhishamji also.
Yes, he was also there.
Special word of thanks to him also for
Yes.
attending this program. Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much, and goodbye all of you.
Thanks
Goodbye.
to everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, ma'am. Thank you.